Welcome back to Bathurst Diecast Racing. It's another long one, but it's the final one, and I'm joined by Harry. Say hi, Harry.
Hello, everybody.
We're absolutely thrilled to get to the final bit. These are all the vehicles that have either been repaired and we put back in, and also some nostalgia towards the end where we get out Sparkies and throw them right down the track. And then there's some more fun stuff. It's just going to be fun, so sit back and relax. We've got the Essex boys. There's only two of them. So I'm going to put two swords. These are their repaired cars. This is their drift and brakes, the one that actually glued up at the start. And we've got a Tesco in pole position and Huge R's in position number 2. And he is sitting there waiting to have his go. All right, let's go and see how we run. A little bit of daylight. Yay, we're doing better than what we did before, which was nothing. Looking nice and steady. Down Conrod.
Into the chase.
And across the line for Tesco. What sort of speed? 9.40 seconds. Let's hope that it gets a little bit more pace out of it than this. Grinding against that wall's not going to do you good, is it?
It looks like it's leaning to the right. I think. It's like a tire's popped or something.
Oh, that's you. Just sit straight. Oh, there you go. That's better.
But it's like...
Who knows?
You
never know what you're going to get from the Essex boys. But let's hope we get a little bit there. 10.302. All right. Here we go for Hugh. There might be a lean on it. You never know. Maybe he leans one way. Everybody tends to lean one way. It's like you call a cow with only 2 legs, you call it lean beef. And across the line we go for Hugh. 9.804. And let's see how he goes with lap number 2. We've also got a couple of surprise drivers in here as well. So, bit of wiggle, that's not going to do you any good. So it's all over the place, everywhere. Just wrapping it all up in a big bow. Oh, get across. Stop. Stop. Give yourself another chance. All right, let's go again. Ow. It's going to leave a mark, that one. Big helicopter shadow running over the top. And across the line we go. So what are the times we're going to have here?
10.6.
8.3.
Yeah, 10.683.
So 41.95 brings us into 65th position. Just ahead of the Shelby Daytonas. Alright, REL Motorsports. We had one of his blew up, which was the Pontiac here. It did not make it off the line. So we've pulled that apart and give it a bit of a go. Because we wanted to see that Holden Ute run. And I think next up is his Ferrari. So let's go with the GM crew and see how Mr. Pontiac rolls. It's rolling better than what it did. Ow. There's some big wheels on the rear of that. It's like a tractor. He seems to want to turn right there, but did the best we could. So the lap time for Red, I don't know what their names were, it just had red and green. So Red got 10.559 for his first. Let's see how we go with the second. And
it's not looking good.
Grinding up against that wall's not going to be very handy for your time. Parts it looks quick and then parts it looks slow, so bit of a hiccup there at the end. 10.5. Well, at least you're consistent. 0.005 between the two. All right, let's go the Holden. Let's go the Aussie Ute. He's looking a bit quicker. Nice and straight through there. Straight on his roof. I think it's a HZ hole on that one. Put in the comments if I'm incorrect. He's looking pretty wild, but it's much quicker than the Pontiac. Oh.
Oh, hey, look, it's Harry.
I think that was Harry in the background. Harry 2.0 was that?
Yes.
Alright. Holden's across the line. What have we done? 9-0, 8-0. Very, very good. Let's see if we can get a sub 8. Sub 9, I mean. Sub 8 would be... Woohoo! There's a big bounce. It is jittery, but it's effective. So what have we got here? 9228, 39461 for the time. That puts him up into 65th position. Well, there you go. Just about a bit ahead of Hugh. All right, here's the Ferraris. I promised him that his Testarossa wasn't working, so I swapped it out with the one from Bathurst Diecast Racing here. And because this Ferrari for Pam, Atomic Pam, was just too fast. So let's go with the Team Ferrari. This is the Magnum PI version, but not the convert. Oh, very fancy pants. Will you make it? Do yourself a favour and stop. I wouldn't. Okay. Don't listen to me. What do I know about stuff? Hits the wall.
Oh, wow. And
I don't think there was a nail there either. That was just excitement plus. Managed to get it back under control and get across the line. 10-4-1-2 for Atomic Pam. Let's see how she goes for lap number 2. Let's not hit that wall again because that has got some pace, that Ferrari. Yeah, that looks pretty quick. 8.258. Look at that, nearly a 7-second time. Well done, Atomic Pam. Let's see how John Paul goes.
Here we go.
In the step-in. The Testarossa. A little bit left and right.
Going down Conrod. Into the chase. Kinda clean. Across the line with...
What have we got?
A 9-3-0-0.
Alright. Let's see if we can get another load of mid-9s. See if we can even get an 8, but whatever it was better than the other one. Oh, beautiful big drift there. That was lovely.
Oh, it spins around.
That wasn't as nice. Yeah, that's going to be it. High 9s, early 10s. What have we got? High 9s. 9.641. 37.611. Not bad. Where are we going to go? 60th position for the Ferraris. Alright, next up we have Fat Bastard Garage. Big Keg decided to take advantage of our jump into a vehicle from Bathurst Diecast Racing, and I know he's a fan of the V-dubs, and he says they're the ones I want. So we got Achtung Baby and Dank Prost, which means, I think he said thank you and goodbye. You have to correct me on that. I'll have to look it up. So it's Dank Prost is number 25, and we got Achtung Baby. So it looks like it's Achtung Baby in pole. No, it is Dank Prost. These are very, very cool looking vehicles. Nice and steady.
Cross the line.
8.082.
Wow.
Nearly a 7. Well done for Dank. I just keep thinking of Dank memes. Here we go again. Oh, that's not going to do yourself any favours there, Big Keg.
Helicopter's a brick.
It is, yes. I actually put a little plastic helicopter on top. 9638, you knew that wasn't going to be great. A little plastic helicopter on top to try and give us an interesting shadow, but unfortunately, because it's a 360 camera, it all got inside the footage, and it wasn't making it look any good. So you just have to stick with the shadow. But that is going all right. This one's got the extra big wheels on it. Achtung Baby went around an 8207, looking nice. Let's see how we go this time.
On the outside lane. Number 5.
Yeah, I just cheated. I just scribbled out the 2.
Oh, no.
Well, having a good time there. Let's go again. Whoa, that was fun. Whee! Alright, let's get across the line and see what time we got here.
9164.
35083.
Puts them up to 40th position.
Alright, let's go. That 8082 gives hope for the future. Alright, and now we have the winner and second place of our NASCAR Bathurst Truck Series. It's White Stype Racing. It's going to be Larry Stype and Cristiano White, who was the winner. Larry comes second. In this stage, Larry goes first. 142 grams between both. They are powered by Po Boy and Cut Rocker. And once again, welcome additions to the mountain. Let's see how they go this time.
Here we go, Larry Stype. See what you can do on the inside lane. Away we go.
These are absolutely magnificent, these utes. Built for looking at, not for playing with, until our friends from Cut Rocker and Po Boy got to them and made them races. So 8340 for the first lap. Let's see how we go on the second.
On the outside this time. We're racing another ute. Outside as well. Out the yard. You know what I'm talking about.
No, not really.
Oh, okay. Well, there was a car out on the road.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I missed that bit. I was looking at this car. Beautiful. 8730. Now, it is a bit humid today, so we had to get these times done because rain was coming up, and rain has not stopped for about the last 2 weeks. So here goes Cristiano, the winner of the Truck Series. Nice little drift there, sideways. Down through the chase, another little drift.
Across the line.
Beautiful stuff. What have we got?
8515.
Alright. Nice and steady between everyone here. Let's see if we can get close to that time again. Not so much drifting. Try and keep that time down low. Always surprised with these vehicles being such a narrow wheelbase, but just steady as a rock. No major flips or anything like that. Only the fun rollovers. Alright, well done, Cristiano. 8908. 34.493. Where are we going to be at?
35th position.
That's not too shabby at all. Nice and steady. Alright, now we got Greg from Snake Ridge Racing. He was the winner of the U-Choose, of the long version, I think, or short version, can't remember what it was. So his original car in the first series was the Chevy Nova SS on the left there, the white one. And the silver Chevy Nova SS is actually quite a bit of a legendary vehicle. This car here did, in the wet races, it took a clean sweep of the wet. So it led from the front. 1 second, it just was, if you remember it, in the wet, it was absolutely brilliant. So we thought we'd throw two Chevys together in for Greg. That looks alright. It's not bad at all. Had high hopes for this one in the first series, so 8223 for just Greg. See how we go in the second one.
On the outside lane, hopping around a bit.
He is. But I tell you what, that's pretty rock steady. What do we got? 8821 for the silver, and now for Greg's original car, which actually held the fastest lap time in Bathurst, in the original Bathurst, not the Bathurst Black, for quite a while. It was a 7.21 seconds he did the old track in.
Wow.
This track is a little slower. But, yeah, another nice steady performance there. 8543. Let's see how we go in lane 2. Once again, a narrow wheelbase on both of these vehicles. But they seem to be performing quite well. Yeah, this was a stocky that went a long way in the... oh, nice sideways. In the last season, so 8514, very consistent. 34101. It's going to be up there reasonably.
So 31st place.
31st place, well done. Just in front of Puff. Alright, who we got now? It's Kay's Diecast Garage. Now, Kay sent in some stockies, and I promised him we will run them, and let's see what sort of times they get. So, I don't have a driver's name for Kay, so we're just going to call them both Kay. Now, they're both Dioras, a Diora 2 and a Diora 3. Diora 2, I think, is on the left, and Diora 3 is on the right. I hope I'm right. I am a noob, remember? And away we go. Worst case scenario is we can go surfing at the end. It's looking not too bad. That's alright, down through the chase, not bad for a stocky. What do we got? What sort of time? 9255 for the Diora 2. It was the Diora 2, not the Diora 3.
Doing pretty well.
Yeah, got a little bit jammed up there at the exit of Skyline. Oh, up on
wow.
2 wheels.
Now we redo.
Well, at least he stopped.
That's true.
It was, oh, did that again. That little jam up through there. So it's going to add 3 or 4 tenths, 3 or 4 hundredths to your time. Tenths, whatever. I had it right in the first place. All right. 10.072. So let's see how Diora 3, Diora the Explorer, well, he's an Explorer, he's got his motorbike, he's got his surfboard, everybody's just going surfing. How about you worry about racing first? Oh, that's a big drift. Ow.
No, that's not good.
No, but they are only stockies, so still beat the second lap of the other ones. So let's see how we go with this one. Let's see if we get a bit better.
Oh.
Bit of a hiccup. Big sideways, grinding into the wall. Yeah, it's going to be 11 plus by the look of that, if it keeps doing that. Unless some sort of miracle happens through the end here. No, well, bailed out on that one, said abort mission. It's a little bit more consistent coming through there now. And around the corner we make it for Kay's Garage. Let's see what we've got here. A 9673, so that's a little bit better. 39064, 68th position for Kay's Diecast Garage. And his second team here, which are a couple of little Fiats. This one's an electric Fiat by the look of it, and the other one's a 1960s Fiat. Once again, one's 99, one's 66, both stockies. And we'll see how they go. They do have very short wheelbases.
They do. Which
don't traditionally go well on Hot Wheels tracks in racing, but you never know. He's looking alright. That's actually not looking very slow either. Here we go, down through the chase. Cameraman's trying to keep up. Well, there we go, the little gold electric one across the line in 8.875. Nobody expected that. Let's see how we go again. That's what we expected.
And slowly going down the mountain.
Yeah, picking up speed though. And then slowing down.
And then
slowing right
probably
down.
Going across the line.
Are you going to make it? Yeah. Yeah, it did. But there you go. With an 8.875, you know what it can do. So 13 seconds for the second lap. All right, let's see how the 1960s one goes. And the 1960 goes round and around and around. That's
and stops.
That's a big 360. How many we got here? That's
the
one.
The boot's open.
Yep. 2.
There's
720 2. Plus about another 80 degrees. So it's about an 800 degree spin there. Let's see how we go again. Oh. Yeah, that's I was expecting the first one to start doing this, but it just seems to be this little fella, which is unfortunate because the other one did have some potential there with sub 9 times. Starting to speed up again and starting to slow down again. Are you going to make it? I don't think you're going to make it. Yeah, just jammed up. Boink. Let's go again. You're going to need a miracle.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah, little fella's going to need a miracle, and I think that, unfortunately, last shot at the title. Let's see how we go. I just have a feeling it's going to be a repeating theme with this little one. Yeah, just spinning around. Oh, jamming up, yeah. Well, maybe some harsh decisions will have to be made about these little ones. Yeah, he just doesn't even want to get... I don't know, he's having too much fun. But unfortunately, both Fiats didn't perform well enough. They are wasted.
No.
But the Dioras did alright. So, but just for fun, it's a feeling of more than one car on the track. And look at him go now, just flying and take it off. Where was that in the qualifying? Oh, there's that in the qualifying.
There's the qualifying. What happened to the other one?
I think he spun up the top there. We'll switch him around, switch lane, see what happens. Just for a bit of fun. Look how close they are. Oh, and there goes the Spotto. Just spun around there and look at that. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame.
Gary says it doesn't. I say it does. Now you got Sparky.
This is the Sparky. Now, for the nostalgic people out there, these are all play-worn vehicles from when Sparky was a young whippersnapper. He sent them over, and we're going to run them and see if we can find some gold out of this lot. They are rather old, as you can probably see. So for those who love looking at the old ones run, we don't get to see it too often, I don't believe. So let's see how they go at the mountain, apart from just going right. Unfortunately, that is the way that will continue to go, and first one's wasted. All right, let's give the fire truck a go. Fire chief car. He's looking a bit turning right there. So on some parts of the track it's going to be good, and others it's not going to be good for him.
It's very, very bouncy.
That front left-hand wheel didn't look like it was going to stay on. But
does it get across the line though? No.
Unfortunately, that one's wasted too. But
you made it down to Murray's.
I tell you what, these cars never thought they would have been seeing the light of day, being watched by hundreds, eventually thousands of people around the world. So there we go. The Maserati Borro in the pink, and the other one is I can't remember what its name was. But anyway, it's a real car. Very rare too, so let's see how we go. That's looking reasonably pacey. It is a bit jittery though. Oh, ow, ow. Yeah, well, we made it. Yeah. Yay, we made it across the line with one.
11-2-1-8.
Yes. I did email you too, Mark, about what the drivers' names and things were, so far we're just calling you the Sparky is the driver and Team Sparky. So if you do have a name for your team you want to give us, because we need to know, just leave it in the comments or send me an email. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Are you going to make it? Well done. Alright, we'll move over to the
other one.
I couldn't remember the name of it. Sorry. Someone's sitting there screaming at the television, telling me what it is.
Or at their phone or something.
Yep. At their electronic information device. That looks alright. That looks pretty quick there towards the end. What do we got? 9104. So we'll see if we can grab... We're going to have to grab some average times between these.
You know what you can do on your cellular device? You can click the subscribe button right now.
You could do that. You could also hit that thumbs up.
That is true. Leave a comment, said you did both, and good job.
There you go. And we give you a thumbs up. Alright, 9918. So what are we going to do here? We'll get an average time of 10.08, 40.320 for the combined. 73rd position. Oh, why is K's down the bottom there? Sometimes people forget to delete stuff. Alright, I actually used to own one of these when I was a kid. This is the Pontiac Firebird. Absolutely glorious. And we've got the Boss Mustang. So we've got GM and Ford in the same race. But this is what the Sparky considered as a team.
You bought a Pontiac Firebird? How much did that cost you?
Well, back in those days it would have been about 80 cents or something. I don't remember. That long ago. Oh, left and right. Oh.
I'm talking about the real car.
Oh! No. I wish. That's unfortunate. Did have a bit of a slide and a stop there. Let's see how we go again. For lap number 2. Sorry, first lap, second attempt. How magnificent does it look, though? That looks absolutely brilliant. Can you make it? Can you make it?
No.
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 Alright. 2 question marks there, because that's what it continued to do on the second lap as well. Let's see how I go with the boss. For lane number 2 it was. It just kept doing the spotto. Oh. And he's not looking real quick.
Oh, the hood opens.
It is. Moving parts. Just wish it moved a bit faster. Are you going to make it?
Thing is, the hood moves, but not the wheels. 12.612.
Yeah.
Or 12.612.
Well, this is more for nostalgia, and if we can find a diamond in the rough, it'd be wonderful.
You know what's really annoying? When you go to work one night, you burn your finger. Have to sit there for 20 minutes in the washroom, unburning your finger, and then you do it the next night with your arm.
Well, one should be more careful. Ow, that's right into the wall.
One should not work on Friday night.
Correct. So that's question mark. Unfortunately, these two do not cut the mustard, and they are both wasted. But not a waste of time, because that was absolutely glorious. Alright, now here's another couple of AMX Javelins. Once again, spectacular vehicles. 80.40 grams between the two of them. I don't think I had one of these as a kid, but they are very cool. And away we go for the green one. It's driving not too bad. It's looking alright. He's got his tow ball ready for his caravan or his trailer.
Oh, there it is, across on the other side of the road.
It is.
And across the line.
Yeah, what are we going to do? Mid high nines.
9772.
Alright. Let's see how we go for number 2 lap.
On the outside lane. Not looking good.
It is a bit grind. It's just pulling that to the right there. Goes straight for a bit, then eventually just starts turning right. But once again, if you got rubbed on the ground for the last 45 to 50 years, you'd go to the right a bit as well. 10.52252.
252.
Oh, he's gone straight to the right.
Okay,
that's a lefty. So between both of them, they'd actually make a straight car. Come on, it's the little engine that shouldn't. But once again, how absolutely magnificent does it look rolling. Bringing these cars out of retirement to give them one last run in their lives. But you never know, if they get some good times, they'll be going again. 14.666. I think that's probably the slowest time we've had, so that's something to... Yeah, that's straight to the left.
Now let's just soak it all in for this last car.
See that bug?
Doesn't finish the lap.
He doesn't, but look how fast this bug comes in, does a big slide out. Here he is to the... There we go. Big sideways by the bug and takes off. That's pretty cool. Alright, 34.690.
Probably going to be wasted.
Well, yeah, there's the average time. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to go too far, but no, we'll stick him in there.
76th place, better than the Mustangs.
Yes.
I'm sad to say that, though.
There you go, and for some reason the Mustang wide body's written twice, but that doesn't matter. Alright, here we go with the Maserati Borro. and the Hontavederi High. Somehow I believe that I've just repeated names here somewhere, but that's okay. We'll get it sorted out.
I think the thing is with the old Hot Wheels cars, they're trying to make them look futuristic. Because like, look how
I actually think that's
Lamborghini.
I don't know whether that's a real car, but I think I've got the names completely wrong on those. But it's been a long life.
Let us know, Sparky.
Oh, there we go. Big rollover. Can we read the bottom there? Yeah, that's an Italian one. I got the complete wrong name on it. But that's okay. Oh,
wow.
That's...
Can we get a replay? Yes. Thank you. Up on two wheel, the nail.
Yep.
And sticks the landing.
Well done. Well done. But unfortunately...
Wasted.
It is wasted. Couldn't complete a lap. We gave another couple of goes and couldn't complete the lap, unfortunately. Now this is a really spacey looking thing. This isn't. This is a fantasy. Old school fantasy. Probably has more metal in it than most modern Hot Wheels these days.
Very, 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 very old looking.
It does. But it's also...
it's even got grey hairs.
Thunderbirdsy looking.
Oh yeah. And a bit of Star Wars as well.
Hmm.
The rear wing and the...
Yeah. Let's see how we go.
Going pretty good.
It's going alright. It's going alright. We made a lap. Well done.
Line.
Well done.
9412.
Alright. See how we go for the second one. It's more of a coast than a race. It's more it's like a...
Chilling out.
Yeah.
Sunday driver.
Yeah, just saying. I remember when I was young and used to do this. All right, here we go again.
Oh my goodness. That pink one.
Mhm.
That looks very familiar.
It's a Ford Group C, and then we've got a Porsche 917.
I feel like I had one of those.
We did.
We did?
Yes. Well,
Wow.
I did, and then you got it, and then I, in my early days, attempted to modify it, and it was too far gone, unfortunately.
You should have kept it. I would have given it to my kids. Harry Juniors. Okay, this is what we had back in the olden days. They were called Hot Wheels.
You mean you used to play toys with your hands? 11129 for the Mr. Pink. Do we count that as a spotto, the other one?
Well, let's see what it says.
You would. It says gold.
Oh, well then no, we don't.
Alright, we won't then.
Gary says no, so that's a no. Doing pretty good.
Yeah. Very nervous looking, but it's made it a complete lap, which is always a win. 10.440. Right now for the Porsche. We know what it's like for Porsches around this place, but this is not a 911 shape.
Now, this car, for being pretty old, is pretty well maintained.
This looks in good nick, doesn't it? That wall's not your friend. That wall is not your friend. 11395. Let's see how he goes in lane number 2.
The outside lane. Oh, bouncing a bit. Pretty decent.
But once again, looks spectacular.
And across the line with a 11454.
44418. Where's that going to pop us?
76th place.
Alright. Yeah, I don't know why the Stangs are written there twice. It all gets blurry after a bit. Alright, now we've got a Ferrari, a 512S, and a Porsche 910. And we've got a maroon and a reddish, so this is the Ferrari. It's a reddish sort of colour. It's got black texture all over it. All the stuff you used to do to your cars as a kid. Let's see how we go.
Why would you do that?
Because that's what you do. Oh, he's looking a bit nervous, a bit jittery. I did notice there's a couple of sharp corners on the front of the... yeah, I thought that might have happened, but this just digs in and just stops.
Just stops.
But, let's give it another run. Let's give it another turn. Another spin of the wheel. Oh, bounce, bounce.
Spins around.
Bounce. It's a nice, cool, bouncy sound effect going on through there. And maybe the reverse is the way to do it. Doesn't get that front spoiler to dig into the wall. 10.641. See how we go on the second one. Didn't get a bit. Just got to avoid that wall. It's nice and straight. Right. Yeah, it's that. Just see how quickly that stops. Just digs right in and says no. One more shot. There is suspension there, but she's pretty hard. Pretty stiff suspension and...
Still going.
Yeah.
Still going.
Well done. Determined.
Cross the line.
Determined. Well done. 11.839. Alright, let's see how the reddish Porsche 910 goes. That's driving nice and straight. Oh, maybe moving a little bit to the right.
Should have called it yellow windows.
Oh!
Wow.
All four wheels off the ground. That was a big jump. Hopefully we get a replay of that one to see how...
I'll be dining and I'd like a replay tonight. Thank you.
There we go. Look at this.
Here we go. Boing.
Wow.
Wow.
That is pretty cool. All four wheels off the ground.
It came in like a wrecking ball.
It did. That was pretty cool. Alright, 10 at 178. That's how much fun that Porsche was having. It's just got a big smile on its face going, I thought I was just going to be in the toy box for the rest of my life. What is this, Toy Story?
It's like the one that Mr. Squeaker we gets left on the shelf. I feel a song coming on.
Oh no, Larry, don't do it. Now we got another go for this one. This could be the last lap of its life. We don't know. Come on.
Well, his teammate didn't really perform, so we're gonna have to see.
We should let them in.
We're gonna have to see what we can do.
Let the little ones join.
Well,
42787. Come on.
it's just gonna be unfortunate for that Ferrari.
Get up there.
But well, there we go. I don't know why I'm missing one,
77.
but 77th position.
Potential, maybe.
Yeah, well, and here's the last couple. We've got a Citron and a Sidekick. Now the Citron, I've actually got a Sidekick as well, so I thought I'd just maybe have that as a backup for one of the Sparkies if they didn't work. But we'll see how the Citron goes.
Oh no.
And that looks like the familiar wasted sign coming up. Turning left, straight in the wall.
Come on, can we let the other one have a go? Yes, we do. Thank you.
Yeah, the Citron just kept repeating, so unfortunately that's a complete failure. There's the other Sidekick. So we've got actually a brand new Sidekick out of the packet. It's only raced, I think it's been down the track once and down a drag strip 3 times.
We need to see the difference between this and the other one.
Unfortunately, this one's here is a bit of a right turner. It's just taking...
All of the metals, like the paint's coming off. What did you do to this thing?
That's called playing. It's playware, that's called. Unfortunately, the Sidekick will not cut the mustard.
No.
It's given up. But let's see what it would have looked like in its prime.
Wow. Looked good.
It's rolling all right. Probably not the most attractive vehicle that Hot Wheels has ever produced, but it's pretty cool. Down in a 8.9 seconds. Let's see how we go.
On the outside lane. Oh, that. Are you missing some bolts for that engine there? It's a bit.
That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to rattle around. It's part of the charm. Alright.
Pretty good.
Kicks around on the side.
Oh, yeah. I
That's
get
why they
it.
call it sidekick. But a little taste, a little tease. We picked the best ones out to give them a bit of a run to see what it's going to be like to have 4 cars back on the track again.
That says Scale-electric on it.
It does say Scale-electric.
Wow.
So let's see. It's been so long. Listen to those engines roar. Seeing 4 cars in a race. The Porsche's falling back a bit. Mr. Scale-electric's out the front. Oh, look at the overtake up the inside. Big spin, gets across the line.
Oh, look at that drift. What?
That was spectacular.
That was awesome.
What a great drift there. Let's get him again. We'll give him a bit of a roll around, a bit of rotate. Just a bit of fun here at the end. That's cool. Oh, a bit of a jam on. Let's see if the other guys can catch up behind with the slap on the front. Oh, big spin.
They're all in frame though.
Big stack. And everybody makes it across the line. That's gorgeous. Alright, and then we also got K's Diecast Garage. We thought we'd give these a run as well. Even though the Dioras are making it through, I just out of curiosity wanted to see how the little short wheelbases go. We know what the Spotto's going to do. He's probably going to spin around the track.
Let's hope it causes huge.
Oh, look at that move from the electric Fiat on the outside.
Oh, and he's doing it again.
Beautiful stuff. Down through the chase. Leading by a mile. Diora's starting to catch up a little bit. What about these other two? Diora's made it, and the yellow one. Let's see how we go here. Yep, spinning around again. Hold the Diora, unfortunately, but are they still going?
I think they are.
Oh, up the outside. Beautiful work there.
Let's go.
Lovely work.
Come on, please.
Back up here. Oh, here they still coming through. Big sideways. And he actually made a lap. Well done.
Third position.
I'll tell you what, when the pressure was on, when the heat was on in the actual race, he lifted up his game. Absolutely spectacular. I know that was a long one, but that was a lot of fun. Alright, so now we're going to look at the racing format of how it's all going to work out. So what we've done is divided it into groups A, B and C of 3 groups. And there's 2 groups of 36 cars in each A and B times. 1 group of 8 cars of C times. And then it's number 1 qualifier versus 36th qualifier. Then number 2 versus 35. Number 3 versus 34. Etc, etc, etc. So it's going to be Iceman and Team Poe Rocker up against each other. We're going to roll these through. You've got Polk Country against ODR, the Legacy Club. Po Boy versus SST Diecast. And you can see it all there. All listed out so you can have a check of that out. It's the only sort of real fair way I thought I could do it. So if we broke them into, because there's, I think it was 160 odd teams.
Yeah.
So you got the top 36, then the next 36, and then the final 8, which will battle against each other as well.
Now you might be wondering now, after qualifying, what now?
The race will begin. The racing begin next week.
Will begin, and while you're waiting for that, I suggest go down to the store, grab a good old Hot Wheels car, treasure it forever.
That's it. Find something, find on your love, put it away for someone you love.
And if you have Lego, I suggest ramming 2 Lego cars into each other. It's very, very fun. Get on summer, it's really cool.
All right, here we go. Moving to the Group B section. They're all in the yellow, so it's 37 versus 72, 38 71, 39 70, 40 69, 41 68, so on and so forth. As you wind down to they meet in the middle. The point systems will reveal at the end as well, while everybody's having a bit of a check out of what's going on here. I don't know why I made this go for so long, so maybe put it on to 2 times speed while we're at the end, and when you start seeing something else happen on the screen.
Now our voice will go very fast if you do that.
So, but I'm sure people are just enjoying having a look at, especially the competitors, looking who they're up against and all that sort of stuff. This is going for an extremely long time.
And
What you might have to do is just...
So, we have...
So what are you doing today, mate? Here we go. We've actually
there
changed
we
screens.
go.
There we go.
There you go. And then another one of these.
Oh, goodness
But-
me. It's just the way it is.
Puff, 59th place.
Yep, so it's Oregon Outcast
Just
versus
looking
Puffs
around.
Racing, Dog Squad versus Oregon Diecast, Neckel Team versus Chase, Puffs versus the Bomber,
The
Dog
bomber.
Squad versus Old Sarge, and quite amazingly enough, everything worked out that nobody was actually battling against their own team. So
That's good.
that was pretty impressive. So Group C will be matched to other teams to give them a crack. So not in really numerical order. So Group C may make it up into the A and Bs, but they'll need to do something absolutely stunning to get up there. So
I believe in Russell, the Mustang boss right there.
all right.
It did get a slow time, but I believe in it.
All right. So here is rounds 1 and 2.
Ooh.
It's going to be Dog Squad Racing versus Neckel Team Racing. Then we shall run the Group Cs in between, and then we go to the Group As. Iceman Racing versus Team Po Rocker. The last year's champion, Cristiano White, and second place finisher, Larry Stype.
So, Group A is the most competitive.
Correct. They're the fastest times. The top 36. Group B is from 36 to 72, and Group C is the final 8. So here are the rules. If 3 cars jam up at Forest Elbows, we restart the lap.
Yay!
If you fly off the mountain, it's 5 points just for
5
the entertainment.
points?
For the entertainment, yep.
Fair enough.
So the points pre-line 8, 5, 3, and 0. If you finish before the line, after the line but before the finishing line is 11, 8, 5, and 3. And then if you make it across the line, it's 15, 11, 8, and 5.
That is huge. 15 points.
Yep, we wanted to make sure that it was... we've got a lot of cars, and it's going to make it interesting. Probably the first round we'll still run... Because this is going to go for a while. We're going to give everybody a couple of shots at everything. It's not just going to be a normal one and done, you're gone. You guys have spent time and money to get them over here, so we're going to actually make this5 your while. So, well, next week it all starts.
Yes.
3, Group A, Group B, and Group C are going to heads up, race against each other, and quite frankly, I can't wait.
I can't wait either.
All right, this has been going on for long enough. So my name's Larry,
My name's Harry.
and thanks for watching
Bathurst Diecast Racing.